Hi, I'm Jody Hand, Mrs. Hand Painted, and in today's videos I'll be showing you some watercolor Mother's Day cards. I have a series of 4 cards that you can do in this series of videos. There are 4 different ones and they are vegetable and fruit puns. In this video I'll be showing you how to paint this fun melon card that says, "Mom, you're one in a melon." For this tutorial and the other 3 cards, you'll need 1 sheet of 9 by 12 watercolor paper. I'm using a Legion Stonehenge paper, and I've divided that into 4 sections that are 4.5 by 6 inches each. So I just used a ruler and drew down the center of my card. So you can see in the videos, I've used the same sheet of paper to make all 4 cards. And I'm using some round Princeton Velvetouch brushes in size 6, 4, and 1. All right, now I'll be doing a watermelon card. I want to start out by just doing the watermelon, and if you want to draw out a triangle very, very lightly, you can use a pencil. I'm using a graphite aquarelle pencil, so it's a water-soluble graphite, and I'm just going to draw out a basic pie shape of my triangle, and I'm going super lightly. You probably will not be able to see this. And then I'll just curve down for the slice. All right, I'm going to take a round size 6, and I'm going to start out with my rind, and it'll have a very, very dark green edge, and then it will kind of fade in almost white and then blend in, and then it'll get lighter pink and then darker pink as I go up here, and then we'll add in the hint of a few little seeds. And we'll also do kind of a wet and wet technique for this. So I am going to just do a little line of clean water along that back edge that I just drew. So just a little line, just the width of your brush. And I'm going to take some sap green, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of blue. I think I'll use some Prussian blue just to make that a little bit darker. All right, and I'm going to go right on the edge and just drop that color into that wet line. And now I'm going to rinse my brush off, get clean water on it again, dab off the excess, and I'm going to go over that one more time just to let that kind of bleed down. And then go one more time here just to get a little bit more blending. You don't want to pull that green down too far. I just want it to kind of fade in. Okay. So now I'm going to do clean water. I'm going to wet the rest of my triangle and kind of stop about a brush width away from your green line. We don't want that green to start carrying into the pink or red or whatever color you've decided to use. So we can use a red and just dilute it down. I happen to have a rose color in my palette, so I'm just going to use that. I have some other colors still on my palette from my other one. So, oops, I'm picking up a little yellow by accident. Trying to clean this palette. Alright, so I'm going to start up at this tip and drop in the color, because that's where I want it to be the darkest, is the center of the watermelon. And I'm just going to pull that color up as I go, get it a little dark, little bit more darker up here, more darker. Oh, it's been a day. Get it a little darker up here, and then I'm going to rinse my brush off, and I'm going to use that to just pull up the color. I don't want to add any more. Alright, as I get up to this area, I just want it to be so faint. If you get too much, just pull it back the other direction. I actually want a little bit more up here. I'm going to drop a little bit more color up there. All right. See what that looks like when it dries. I'm going to put just a little bit more in a couple random little spots. Maybe about 2/3 of the way, and then you want to start fading. All right, now before I dry that and do the seeds, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of paint splatter. If I don't want that to go on my green, I can just cover that up. Just mask off the sides of that. Do a little splatter. I don't want any pink to get up there in my lighter area. I'm just going to block it with my hand a little bit. And I'll get a little bit of green. Okay, I'm going to dry that, and then I can go and add some seeds and write my little pun. All right, still using my round size 6. I want to add in some little seeds. So I'll just use, I have black, use that. And I'm just going to add a few little seed shapes. And you can make them a little more faint, like they were in the watermelon a little further. And just have some kind of on the edge. And just kind of put them in some random spots. Okay, I don't want to do too many. Okay, now I'm going to write, Mom, you're one in a melon. Alright, I probably could have done a better job with that lettering, but can do these a few more times and practice it a little bit more. Maybe next time I'll do the writing afterwards, and I can trace it with a light box just to get a better font. But I like that. It gives you a good idea of how you can put that card together. And like I said, I had 3 others in this little pun series of cards. I've got a beet, peas, melon, and berries. So make sure you check out the other 3 videos so you can make all 4 of these cards on your paper. Thanks for checking out my Mother's Day card series. If you want to paint all 4, make sure you check out my other 3 videos.